starting?
I don't know. We should. Hi.
Hello.
How's it?
Welcome to the
Video.
Alfrino's channel. Is that what we're calling it?
Oh yes.
Alfrino's.
That's happening.
Which
Alfrino's.
is really clever because our name's Alfino, our surname,
Yep.
and we're going to be free.
So free.
Alfrino's.
Like little birds. Yes. So we've got a bit of news that we want to share. It's taken us a little while to get here. Me more so than you. So maybe you should tell us what we're about to do and why.
That's a very big question.
Okay, let's break it down. What are we going to do? What are we doing now?
The plan is, and will be, is to take a year off. Well, it's not really off. To leave for a year while still working remotely with the kids and the dogs, maybe, and travel South Africa in a campervan.
Why? Why in the heck would we pack up all of our stuff and go into a 7.5 square meter campervan? I hear you asking that. I know, because I asked the same question. So why are we doing that, Seth? Why?
There are many reasons I got to this point in my life. The one was, and I think it's been for a couple of years, is that I've missed time with the kids because I work an 8-hour day job, 8-hour day job every day for 5 days a week. So I only really get to see the kids in the mad school rush and the mad bedtime routine. So it's not valuable time that I see them. And they're growing up now, they're getting really old, like teenagers basically.
Scary.
So that was the one reason, was spending more time with the family. So I thought very long and hard of how we could do that, and I thought a year, to give them a year of our lives would be awesome. So let's start with that and see how it goes. And
Start with that.
start with a year.
Okay.
Then, the other reason was we have so much. Martin, come on,
Oh, you're stuck in there. Oh,
Come.
shame. Come.
be brave.
Come. You can do it, man. I've got faith in you.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
man, look at you.
The other reason was we have so much. Our house is not huge, and we don't have the most expensive things, but we've got a lot of things.
A lot of things.
And the kids have a lot of toys, and they don't really appreciate presents.
At
And,
all.
I didn't want to raise them like that, so I thought a way to just minimalize, if that's a word, minimalize?
It is now.
Minimize
Oh,
is a
yeah.
word.
There's a word like that, yeah.
What we have, and a way to do that is to go into a smaller space. So we only take the things we really need, and that will teach us to live with less and appreciate stuff. Not that the end goal is to appreciate stuff, but it's more to realize that we don't really need stuff, that much stuff. Yeah. And then the other reasons.
We want to see South Africa.
Yeah, we want to travel.
We live in South Africa. We've hardly seen anything other than the Western Cape. So this is our time to see it all.
Yeah, so that was another big one, is this is a window in our lives when we can do it, because the kids are young, so I can homeschool, we can homeschool, it's not too hard. I haven't moved up in my job to the point where I cannot leave at all. Like, that will happen eventually, but it's not happening now, so can take a year now. And yeah, it just seemed like a good time in our lives. The kids would remember it. It
Yes.
would be memories that we build with them that they'll never forget.
Yes.
Knox is at the age now where he will remember what he's going through.
Honestly.
And then
This is all
the
about being open and honest with you guys.
wow, don't even know you.
I know you, sort of, not really.
The other big reason is I have cancer. I
Oh,
had
we're going this deep.
Wabam.
Wabams. Okay.
I've had it for the last 15 years.
More.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yes.
23 years. So I won't go into the details, but it's a chronic cancer. I can't get rid of it. It's in my immune system, in my blood, and it could at any time spread to the rest of my body.
But they say not, so we're not panicking about it.
So most people get it over 50. I got it when I was 10. So I got to live with it a lot longer than most people do. So I need to be careful, and I just need to appreciate the time I have. And I don't want to work a job and get to 65 and then get really sick and pass away. Or even before that, work really hard, miss time with my kids, and then leave them without really connecting with them properly on a deep level. So that's a massive reason that I haven't really shared with anyone, because it's a bit depressing. Eh?
It's not depressing, it's real life.
Well, I know, but it just takes the conversation to
dark places.
to the next level.
We're not going to go and
which
dwell in
I
the dark
don't
places.
really like. It just makes other people awkward, so I don't really tell people about it. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's all I want to say for now.
Alright.
There were other reasons.
There's lots of mini reasons, but those are the main ones, I think.
Yeah, that's the first ones that come to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And explain to me how we're going to pull 3 children out of school and just pick up our lives and take it into a tiny little caravan, and then carry on with life, but then integrate back. How are we doing what we're about to do?
Easy peasy. So the kids are at school. We're not currently homeschooling. So we've chatted in depth with all their teachers and principals, and everyone's on the same page that it'll be good for the kids, a good experience. So they're all keen on it. So we'll take them out of school halfway through the year. We will homeschool them, me mostly.
I'll do the English.
Well, the Afrikaans. And then they come back the next year, mid-year, into their new grade. So we got to still pay the school fees to keep their place, so that they don't lose their place. We don't want to permanently homeschool. That was never really our aim and our goal.
Nope.
It's always
Not that there's anything wrong with homeschooling.
Yeah, no,
it's
it
not.
didn't suit us.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered if I'd want to do it, but financially, well, it wasn't more financially. It was
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
It's a journey, and we got to that point
Yes.
with the decisions we made along our journey.
Indeed.
And our journey's different to everyone else's journey.
Which is cool.
Yes. I will be reducing my time at work and working remotely. And Cindy will be working remotely. Cindy's job, she can do most of it via the interwebs.
I'll be working a lot more than that,
So you'll be working more,
which is why he's the homeschooler.
but I will be homeschooling, cooking, being fit, running, cycling,
Ooh, ambitious. With
loving
all the extra
loving
time,
life,
eh?
growing hair,
Whew, all the hair.
and eating well.
Indeed.
Yes.
So obviously living in a smaller space has its challenges, and when Seth once originally 6 months ago told me that this is what he was thinking about and what was on his heart, and I was like, no, because I don't want to give up everything that I've got and my friends and our lives as it is right now. Like, yes, I want to travel, but I don't actually want to do the extreme of that, you know. But the more that we have chatted about it over the last 6 months and the lot more that we've planned, I'm actually totally on board now, which I never thought would happen.
Came around pretty quickly.
Yeah, I did actually. I think, like, it's an exciting adventure. It's an adventure. And living with less is going to be flippin' hard. We've got to pack, I think, like a week's worth of clothes, and that's all we've got. So we need to, for all 5 of us. I'm not stressed about it, but I mean,
I can wear the same t-shirt for 2 days, so it's okay.
can't. So anyway, so that's one thing, is going super minimalist, because a big question.
A big one is how are we going to pay for it?
Yes.
So our main expense is the house, so we plan to rent that out, so that will cover itself.
So we're not selling our house.
Then the rest will come from our salaries.
Yes.
And we're going to cut down on a lot of stuff as well. Gym memberships and
Every membership.
every other thing
All the
that we
memberships.
spend money on.
Yes.
That won't help us on our journey. Yeah.
What are we going in? Let's tell you a little bit more about Optimus.
So we're going in a VW Volkswagen campervan,
From 1978.
and it's not the original one with the pop-up roof. It's a South African special where they combined a Jurgens caravan with a VW bus. So they put those two together and made a fleet of them. There's a little gecko. Little fleet of them. So there are not many of them in the world, so it's quite a collectible thing. So we've been told.
Yes.
We just loved it because of the look of it, and
It's so 70s. I love it.
it was like love at first sight,
Yeah.
basically. So the first time we saw it, we knew that's what we wanted to do, and that was after I had designed
All the things.
countless caravans and
Every
trailers,
option that you can think of.
and we were going to get a new car so we could.
Yeah, the problem with a
But
camper
you
van
tow-
is that you'd have to tow it, right? So to tow it,
Caravan.
you'd need to, a camper van, caravan. The problem with a caravan is that you need to tow it, and in order to tow a caravan, you need a big enough vehicle to tow it. Like my little Ford Figo and Seth's Dodge is not actually going to tow a massive caravan, so we would have to upgrade our cars dramatically in order to do that, and that's a huge expense that we actually just couldn't calculate into our things right now. So our camper van is literally our home on wheels. So you drive it and you live in it all at the same time. You can't leave it behind.
Yeah, we don't have anything extra except our bikes. So
I love how he says our bikes. I don't have
it's
a
me and the
bike.
kids, that
Sorry.
we're planning to take with. There's still time for Cindy to get one. Yeah, so everything we do, we're going to have to move around with the camper van, which could be a logistical nightmare. But sorry, dogs.
Well, we're talking about dogs.
Hey!
What do we do?
Well, to make it even
Three
worse,
kids, 2 dogs, 1 old house.
so we're taking our house with us everywhere we go, which is already a big mission in itself. But then we're going to take our dogs with us as well. And every time we say that to anyone, they think we're completely crazy.
I think we're completely crazy.
I like crazy,
I love crazy.
and I think we do well in it.
Yes. But I think this adventure is crazy, and adding the dogs
I
on
think
top is just nuts.
The other thing with the dogs is because we got kids quite early, that we never really gave them a good life.
Got kids.
We've got them kids.
Got them kids.
We never really gave them a good life, so we
The dogs, not the kids.
Yeah. We feel that we need to
Change that.
Yeah, they don't have many years left, so why not? At least for a bit of it. If we can find someone to look after them, I'd be totally keen. If they can go to a place where they're going to be loved and looked after, that would make our lives so much easier. But I do, for some of it, want to take them with and let them experience the great outdoors. And then feel better about myself because I've given them that. So it's really just a selfish thing.
Never mind the fact that, like, you know, my only reservation with the dogs is that if we take them with, we can't actually do anything while they're with us. So we can't just leave them in the camper van, obviously. And that means that we are then tied to our camping caravan spot for the entire duration that we're there. And
You can take them on leads.
but you can't actually take them to a lot of places. Like if we go to places with museums or huge sites or whatever, because we want to travel South Africa, right? We want to see all the things. Taking the dogs into 90% of those things is not actually going to be allowed. So when are we going?
We are going on the 1st of July 2018
That's
until
like 5
the
months from now.
30th, 30 days or something.
June?
30th of June 2019.
Yes.
Why half year? Well, because we couldn't wait till the end of this year.
Yes. And we weren't ready to go in January.
We weren't ready to go in Jan. So there you go.
A little bit.
And then if we only last 6 months, it's a good time to stop. And I think 6 months is good, but we want to try for a year.
We're aiming for the year. We're going to do the year.
Good job.
We're also going to completely renovate our camper van. So it's in its current state that it was in 1978, maybe. We got it it was made in 1978. It has all its original parts. It obviously needs a bit of an overhaul, so we're going to overhaul it. Seth has come up with a whole bunch of designs. In 1978 they did not care about child safety. You could just drive in the camper without any seatbelts or anything. So we need to install...
yeah, that's the biggest change.
Yes. We need to install a back seat.
We'd love to have kept as
seat.
much of it as we could, but we need to put a bench seat in with seat belts for the kids. So, and being an architectural person that likes to design, I couldn't help myself, so I redesigned the whole inside.
Many times.
But we found one that works.
Yes. We're excited about it.
Yeah, with everything we need, there'll be a toilet, a shower, separate bed for Knox.
Believe it or not.
A full kitchen, full being a very strong
Small kitchen, but it will be fully equipped
there's
to deal with what we need.
Stove, sinks and fridges, what we need. Nothing really. A bed, a table, a lounge, easy space. And that's not much else. So that's probably the easiest part for me, but at time-wise it's hard. The hardest part is going to be sorting the engine out and getting to know that. I don't know much about engines, but I'm trying to learn. And the other one is the solar power.
Yes.
Planning to go off-grid.
Completely off-grid so that we could park anywhere.
Not permanently, I don't think, but for a couple of days.
If necessary.
We need to, so that it just gives us more opportunities to stay wherever we want. So that's super exciting. That's like my love language.
Oh, solar panels.
Yeah.
Solar panels.
That, well, DIY, doing things with my hands and being creative is what I'm all about. What else? Where to?
Where are we going? I don't know if we should cover it in this video, but we're going everywhere.
South Africa, basically.
Everywhere.
So all the main places in South Africa, Kruger, it's about the
Yes.
only place I know.
God's window.
Okay,
The desolation.
these are just things you got off Twitter.
No.
Oh, you know.
No. Sort of. I'm trying to think of other places. The big hole.
Yeah, Durban and
Jeffreys Bay.
J-Bay and Joburg.
Joburg.
and
The zoo. I don't know why the zoo just came out here. But
Valley
Joburg?
of the Waves. I don't know if I'm going to go
I don't know.
there.
Sunset.
But yeah, there's loads of places. We know there are.
And
We
that's
don't
the
know
thing.
names.
We don't have the names because we've
Yeah.
never been, and
Yeah.
now we will find out all of these places, and our children will experience it along the way, which is pretty awesome.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we're going to go to Mozambique and Lesotho, and Botswana and Namibia.
Lesotho for the snow, Mozambique for the ocean,
The warm waters. Apparently, you can just walk right in, and you don't even feel like
Botswana
it
for
changed. Botswanans.
the Botswana, and
Namibia for the desert.
but Nigeria,
No.
Victoria,
Victoria Falls, maybe. That's Botswana, I
Zambia.
think. No, I don't know. There's a reason we're going on this trip, guys.
We need to get learned.
Schooled.
Yeah, and the plan is to go up 3 months, come down, to see the grandparents and
Celebrate the birthdays and
yeah. So 3 months up, say east, 3 months up north, 3 months up. What's the other direction? West. And then maybe another 3 months like northeast, east, west,
wow, south,
and back.
north, north,
And
south,
northwest, north.
Sounds like a plan.
Very planned.
Very planned. We haven't looked at the itinerary yet until now, so we're going to start doing that. And I think we are obviously we're not going to do what they do overseas, where you can just free park in the most random but
Boondock.
beautiful locations. What?
Boondock.
Okay, that thing. We're not going to do that because South Africa, and we have our kids with us. If it was just the two of us, I think maybe it might be a little bit different. But with our kids, we're not going to take that risk. So we will either be staying at caravan parks that are equipped to take us, or people that we know as gardens who are willing to house us.
willing to take us.
Yes, because obviously that would be super if we didn't have to pay for caravan parks. But yeah, we're literally just sort of winging it.
To an extent.
To an extent. The aim is to drive sort of 2-3 hours at a time, find a town, camp there for 7 days. Like make a home out of it so that we're not traveling continuously, and we use that as our base to then see different parts around that area. So that's the sort of goal for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so follow along on our adventures as they unfold. This is not our usual vibe, YouTubes and the what's, but we're going to try and be a little bit more on the ball with that and share our story with you. Yeah? What?
Yeah.
Oh, did you say yeah? I thought you said wow.
YouTube, WeTube.
We
We
all
all
tube
tube.
together. So follow along. We have a Instagram page for Alfrinos itself, if you want to follow along there, outside of my personal blog, personal Instagram page. And yeah, we'll be doing everything We'll be trying to capture as much
And my
as we
Instagram
can.
page
And
too,
Seth's Instagram page too.
which is not as fancy as Cindy's.
No, it's not bad.
Although I've got a DIY one, follow that one.
Well, the DIY one's going to be
Modern
great.
Dad DIY. Modern Dad DIY.
DIY.
And that's all I've got.
Okay, that's okay.
So the sun has sat.
Sunset.
The sun has
On its
settled
head.
through the duration of this video, so I think it's long enough.
Do you think so? Should we say goodbye now?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, yo.
Cheers.
See you on our adventures, maybe. I feel like we missed something. Hello.
1, 2, 3, count with me.
Very flash.
You started.
Hello. I started, yes.
Sorry, sir. Cindy said I should sit backer.
Sit backer.
Backer.
It's better.